Welcome everybody, hello. We're going to be entering this rather interesting game. It's game number 2. We're going to be spawning directly on top of Rain's Artist, very strong Terran player on the right. He is the blue color going up against the teal Protoss. He is Type.ReaL, Type 2's Real. Very strong player. He's going to go ahead and see if he can come back from being behind. As of right now, he is down 0-1 to Artist in this series, and it is looking to be pretty tedious for him as Artist has a nice window of opportunity. There's some ridiculous statistic out there where players who win the first game in a best of 5, 90% or sometimes, like 9% of the time, they are the ones that win the series. So Artist has got to be feeling pretty confident right now, as Real did not put up a great fight in that last game. Artist pretty much manhandled him. So we're going to see how this finals is going to turn out. I just keep going back to the fact that Real has gotten to the finals because Anyang Prime beat him in game number 1 in the semifinals and then forfeited the series, saying that he needed to go. So Real is going to go ahead and have to go up against Artist in a very rough game set, just because of the fact that he literally got here because his opponent forfeited. That's not a good feeling. It's like, yay, I get to the finals, but he did it losing game number 1. So Artist is here, he has his barracks, and I'm going to immediately go ahead and say we're going to have a no gas expand from Artist, because he's done that every single game, quite literally every single game. So as for Real, I'm going to go ahead and hope that this time he's going to go for like a 1-gate expansion, some kind of more economic gameplay that would benefit him a lot more than going for a Blink Stalker all-in and failing. Theoretically, he could have gone for Nexus first. This is a very large map, and you can get away with that. I've seen players do that before. It's just a matter of if you can actually execute it correctly or not. But here we have Artist. He's about to have enough for a command center, but he does get the orbital command. There we have the barracks finishing, wall completing, and we're going to have this probe once again not get into the main base because of the full wall off. Artist looks like he might actually throw down the command center inside his main base. He doesn't have a SCV on the outside of the field, and he's going to be able to get that money out fairly soon, but there we go. He might just use this SCV building as a supply depot. And there's going to be a nice micro to go ahead and see both players clicking furiously, try and get their unit to move faster than it normally does. But there is that command center being thrown down on 18. That Marine is there, and will Real throw down another probe to go ahead and get that full scout? So now the gateway is here, getting out some stalkers. The Zealot will be moving across the map, it seems, to get out the scout. So now Artist is getting his command center. He's got his barracks follow-up going down. It's curious when he'll be getting down his investment geysers to start getting his tech up, his factories, his tech labs, reactors, all those sorts of things. Now, over here for Real, he's probably going down for his 1-gate expand as he's sending out Stalker to scout, and this next probe, it's rallied down there, and we'll probably be seeing him going for the Nexus over here. There it is. So that is that will be the 1-gate expand. But Artist, his no gas expansion is just so quick compared to that Nexus play from Real. So looking around here, we're going to see a very fast Robo, and we could actually see a build that I've seen MC do, which is where you go for a very fast Colossus and not worry about getting those first initial gateways out to have enough units to defend. You get the Colossus ASAP, and you get a large counter Colossus, and then you can push in with an attack. As long as your opponent is passive, you can get away with that, and we'll see really how it's going to play out. But wait a second, was that the scout from Artist? Yeah, Artist hasn't seen anything. He doesn't even know where Type.ReaL is. He could be in either place, and he doesn't know. I'm going to see him sending out another SCV. He probably is going to be scouting here first, too. Yeah, I think he is, and that is rough. That's going to be the wrong spot, and now Real's pushing around with the Stalker and trying to do a little bit of damage, but look at this. Artist really wants to get up his economy, taking down the destructible debris. I'll probably see Command Center down eventually, but you can see the Stalker took a little bit of hits, has now seen the bunker. You can pretty much confirm that there was some kind of expansion play that has gone down, just a matter of whether it has gas or not behind it. Artist did pick up his next couple of gas geysers. He's actually going to be getting another. Never mind, he's just going to replace the barracks. And there we go. In the spot that he wants to put in. So Nexus is now done for Real. If you look into his main base, we do have the Robo done. He's now got a few more gateways. I don't see any Robo Bay or anything quite yet. He does have the money for it now. It's just a matter of what he's going to decide to do with it. And he's actually going to go for a Warp Prism. very interesting choice. He can easily do some harassment, try and do some damage, reinforce quickly, do various types of things, which is kind of a pun because it's on type, so I feel clever, which makes me happy, but it's probably gonna make all of you guys shake your heads because it's not that funny. I have all these sentries pushing forward, but here, 4 sentries, that could really indicate that ReaL may want to actually force field this ramp and then do some aggression in that respect to attack both these places and try and just prevent ours from getting in there. But if ours can get medevacs, that will be pretty much nullified by the whole ability to elevator. Here you have the observer running forward. You will be able to see as the starport gets thrown down, but oh no, artist sees the blur, and we're going to see that die. Yeah, there's no way it's going to survive. There we go. It falls. ReaL's going to be unhappy, but he did see the starport. He saw that timing. He saw all of these things, I would basically believe, as he's got his own gases up, and if we take a look, yeah, he's seen all of those. So he knows the exact builds that that artist is really going for at the moment, but he just doesn't quite have the grasp of it that I think he could have had if that observer had stayed alive just a tiny bit longer. Now moving forward, we're going to see that their probe is moving forward, and they're going to have the warp prism moving down. All of these sentries are going to be here. There's going to be some nice force fields going to move down. It's going to try and harass by locking in all those SCVs from the mineral lines. He's going to be really annoying with that. He can continue force fielding if he wants to. Might want to do that fairly soon. There he does, locking in all those units, but now he's got to flee for his life as he's going to lose the warp prism. No, he actually manages to survive and keep all those sentries alive. That was a surprisingly effective harassment with sentries only to force field that mineral line. You can see Artist, though, is going to have no trouble at all stabilizing, but it would have been a lot better if Artist wasn't ready and having those units outside of the mineral lines without too much distance they would actually need to travel. Still, these rocks are down. These Marines have successfully become miners with the destruction of just rocks and minerals. So we're going to move forward. We have now a nice force of Zealot Sentry Immortal, as we're going to see more Immortals being produced. So I did call that build completely wrong by ReaL, but that's not exactly a big issue for me. Right now, ReaL is sitting right outside the front. He's got a vision and a very interesting proxy position with this pylon. Artist does not know, but that basically means a Zealot can be warped in and scout that base. Now we're going to see, moving forward, of all these Stalkers going to do a little bit of damage to that factory. The Warp Prism is still here. It can easily act as a warping pylon. There we go. Moving forward, this is going to fall. Now we're seeing a very strong attack from ReaL pushing down. We have all these units, nice force fields being thrown down. A lot of sentries are here for that capabilities, and now we're going to see a lot of units falling. You can see Artist just lifted off his command center. He wants that room to be able to maneuver. Now we see ReaL can continue these forces. Look at that, 10 sentries. A lot of them having enough energy for force fields, some of them for 2 or 3. And now we can see Artist is forced to lift off. He might want to actually land it. He actually landed down there, figuring that's a safer spot, but now we're going to have a huge influx of units over here. A lot of units are down here for ReaL's going to continue moving forward. Nice force fields. Guardian shields are everywhere, and he's separating the units very well. He's got almost all ranged units and lifting up the mortal, preventing it from being targeted. Nice move. More force fields are being thrown down. More units are being called in. Artist is looking very bad. ReaL may be able to take this. He's warping reinforcements. The Warp Prism was not able to take it now. It's 6 health left, and we're seeing more units coming in and streaming in, dealing damage. So many Stalkers, all those sentries used to such effectiveness, and Raid Artisan called GG, and ReaL's made this a 1-1 series.